Halloween and horror, served chilled.
Shocktails.
Hey, welcome to the last bar and dispensary on the left. You must have seen our sign out front, the free beer, nude girls, and false advertising sign. Yes, yeah. Well, come on in. You know, we're just about ready to record an episode of Shocktails, which is where we cannonball dive into all things horror, comics, books, shows, cons, movies. On tap tonight, we have reviews of Beetlejuice, and Stream. Why don't you follow me down to the back booth and join up with the founder of Haunters for Hate, because he hates everybody. It's our master of ceremonies, Johnny Thunder. Hey, what's up, Bubba? Hey, bud.
Wow, that's whew, okay. I don't know how to follow that, but everything's good. Yeah. I'm just chilling here at the last bar on the left, Bran.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just me that you hate, and I just, pretend that I think you hate everybody.
Oh, are you the last one to find out? The last bar on the left is where you just finally find that out.
Hey, just in time for spooky season, I see that you've reopened the Hauntcast glory hole in the men's room, so that's kind of a bonus.
Yeah, well, we like to appeal to all demographics, and I'm trying to be more inclusive to everyone, including, desperate people like yourself, so...
Oh, be serious, would you?
All right, I think there's enough nonsense. Should we get going?
I guess so. The summer's just freaking flown right by, where we are smack dab into spooky season already.
Yep.
Do you have a sponsor for your end of this buffoonery?
No, I'll just let you just talk whatever, because I actually have substantive shit to get to.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll keep this brief.
Oh, really?
I did line.
It's gonna. Hey, spooky season. It's gonna snow.
I do have a sponsor. I did line something up last minute. It just fell into my lap here. So, Shemps.
By the way, I do like this is the most writing you've been doing lately for the past year on this show. leave it to this segment.
I haven't had to do much writing on the other segment, so I guess
that's exactly why now I'm tortured with my segment.
I'm gonna pick up a little slack here.
Exactly.
Shemps Beer. It's home brewed in Elks Grove, Michigan. Shemps is a family-owned and operated brewery founded in 1937. So, before your next road trip in the Oldsmobile Delta, pick up a 5-pack at your local Ashy Slashy's Hardware or stop by the last bar on the left as we have bear balls on tap. Don't battle evil without it. Shemps Beer.
All right. What else can I add to that completely nonsensical thought? But
you didn't ask about the 5-pack, so.
I'm afraid to. Would you like to? Hey, why is it only a 5-pack?
Because Ashy Slashy takes one for the house, so you only get the 5-pack. Yeah, so hey man, so let's get into it.
Well, it's like kind of me after the hernia surgery. I only have a 5-pack now, right? Somewhere under my big gut. Everybody, welcome back to the last bar on the left. My name's Johnny Thunder. And before we get into the movie reviews, I want to give you another quick heads up on a spooky record that I just got for the Haunted Jukebox. The Ghost Office just delivered this new record, and it's called Unhallowed by Apparitional.
I see what you did there, the Ghost Office.
Yeah, do you like that? You like that?
You've been doing some writing today, too, I guess.
No, actually, I just thought of that now. That's why there was a big pregnant effing pause before I said it, because I was like, what am I trying to say? Anyway, it just came out on August 23rd, and it's the debut single from Orange County Gloom and Doom project Apparitional. Started in 2023. Apparitional is the side project of Rick Turner of the second wave horror band The Returners and Rick Retreat from the Writhers. So Turner's on vocals, guitar, and bass, and Rick is on drums. And the band blends a mix of, I'd say, like doom metal, goth, hardcore kind of stuff from the 90s. And it's a great song. What I really loved was you've got what you kind of starts off as like a typical kind of like a doom metal kind of vibe of the music. You've got the riffs from the guitar, and there's this bass line, and the drums are awesome. And then the vocals really bring to life these like really dark kind of spooky lyrics. And the one thing I also loved, I think it's like halfway in the song, or like about 2/3 the way through, there's this great kind of just like hardcore breakdown. So I loved it. Like, I can't wait to see what these guys do next. So definitely check these cats out. They're on Bandcamp, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the usual socials. Look them up. They're called Apparitional, and the single is Unhallowed. So if you come here to the last bar on the left, and you get one of those, whatever the hell they were, Shemp beers, or you're checking out, Baker in the bathroom. I was going to say, actually, the glory hole would be perfect. You can puke through it, right? I mean, there's another orifice for you to puke through in the bathroom.
If there's a hole somewhere, I'm puking in it.
Absolutely. That's why I'll never room with you again at Transworld. Moving on. All right, let's get to the movie reviews. Apparently, I've been dragged out for these. So the first one I want to cover is called Stream.
Why don't we go away tomorrow? It would do the whole family some good.
Okay, let's do it.
Welcome to the Pines.
This place isn't half bad now, is it?
This inn is about spending quality time with the people that you love, because you never know just how limited that time is.
Showtime! Everything's locked up.
Every door in this damn place is that way.
So we're trapped.
You and I need to figure out what the hell's going on.
Tonight, we are running a game.
Eliminated.
That each of you have unknowingly signed up for when checking in. Our game is a rather unusual one. Double kill. I would be remiss if I didn't welcome our 4 all-stars. It is now a competition. Style points.
300.
More kills equals more points. Creativity counts. Games are as old as the world.
What are you talking about? A game? These are people's lives, for Christ's sake.
You have an audience. Blood on the ground means points on the board. Buckle up. Warm-ups are over, ladies and gents. Let's play ball!
Directed by Michael Levy, written by Steven Della Sala, Jason Levy, and Michael Levy. So this movie's about a family, the Keenan family, who want to kind of just get away and reconnect because they've had some issues with their rebellious teenage daughter. And they check into this hotel, not realizing that this place has been taken over by this sort of like game master who's playing this like online sadistic game where they lock everyone who checks into this hotel into the building. There's no Wi-Fi, there's tons of cameras, and they can't get out. All the building's completely secure once they get in. So slowly they realize that there's something wrong, they can't get out, and there's 4 mass killers running around the building, basically trying to kill everybody who's checked into this hotel. Spoiler-free review, I'll say this was a really fun movie. It only showed, I think it was like a limited weekend kind of a run, and I was lucky enough to go check it out. And it's a fun movie. I was super entertained. One of the greatest things about it is there are tons of horror icons who show up in this movie, right? So you've got Jeffrey Combs, who actually, I was surprised he has a huge part in this movie. He's pretty much the entire lead, the bad guy who kind of checks everybody into the hotel. But you also got Danielle Harris, who's also in it pretty much. But then you've got a ton of other cameos. So it's awesome seeing all these people, but literally they're not in it that much. But I really, really dug it. You've got like Felissa Rose. You've got Dee Wallace, David Howard Thornton from Terrifier, Tony Todd, Bill Moseley. The other one I guess I would say everybody knows is like Tim Curry has a nice appearance at the end. So I wouldn't necessarily say that they're all in it very, very much, but I would say Jeffrey Combs and Danielle Harris are pretty much in it for the most part. So it's a great concept. I had a lot of fun watching sort of this unfold, where you've got everybody checked into this hotel. They don't realize that it's sort of this kind of purge, hostile kind of situation where you don't know what's going on, but then you realize, it's being recorded and streamed live, and you've got these killers chasing everybody inside, and people are making bets. So it's an interesting concept, and there's a lot of good kills. There's a lot of good effects. I think the special effects guy is from the one who does the Terrifier films. So there's actually a couple sequences, and there's one kill in particular which is really cool and really bizarre, and again, something I've never seen before, and it was really, really cool. Entertaining slasher flick. I think there's a great idea here, and the end of the movie kind of sets up how this can be set in future sequels in a hotel elsewhere, or maybe a hospital or a movie theater. You know what I mean? So like an office building. So they kind of planted the seed for some sequels, which now that you kind of have the basic concept of the film, I think it lends itself to kind of hitting the ground in a sequel and going forward. The idea that all these people are checking into this place and pretty much none of them are going to check out, right? Kind of like the Roach Hotel that you're used to staying in, Baker.
Yeah, it was kind of like that place out in the Delaware.
Yeah, we went to the Friday the 13th thing. I was just glad I didn't wake up with like roaches and rat bites, but now that all being said, I would say constructive what is that? Easy for me to say. Yeah, exactly. A little bit. Some drawbacks to me. It's a little long. I think it clocks in about like 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2:15. I would probably cut about a half hour, 20 minutes out of it. There's, like I said, maybe you just want to kind of hit the ground running and just get into the concept, but it's great Easter eggs, seeing all these like horror icons pop up on the screen. As I said, not a lot of them are up there as much. And, like most horror movies, there's some really, really dumb, shitty decisions made by some of the characters. But, and there's dumb, shitty decisions made every day in this world. Like, us doing this show, me coming back every year. But, without that, you might not have advanced the plot and there wouldn't get to be where you need to be. But overall, like I said, I was totally entertained. I don't think you'd be angry if you watch this when it's on any of the, online platforms. Again, it's a little long, but there's some great ideas here, some great practical effects, great costuming and masks, and even ideas from the killers that run around. So I recommend it. Like I said, I thought it was a fun time.
Yeah, I wanted to get out, and it wasn't anywhere near me. I couldn't find it anywhere around here, so it was a very limited release, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, it was. I think it was only out maybe like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or a Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something, just to try to garner interest. But yeah, and like I said, these are the same, a lot of the same people behind the Terrifier films. So Terrifier 3 is coming out, and they're also doing the, I forgot the name of it now, but it's the horror take on Steamboat Willie, because Steamboat Willie from Disney is now in the public domain. So so they're doing God, I forget the name of it, because I'm such a great horror reviewer. But it's the Steamboat. I think it's called maybe it's Steamboat.
I don't know. Do you want to look?
Don't hold me to it.
You're sitting
Nobody
in front
cares.
of a computer. You could look it up if you want.
Wait! Oh my God! Wait! Oh shit! I like how the computer's in front of me and my cell phone's in my other hand.
It's amazing how we have computers at in every booth in this bar, right?
Yeah, I'm just busy flipping through, like I said, the new records I'm putting up on the Haunted Jukebox. So, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that Scully at the bar. He's been skimming off the top. So
he is a shady character.
He's a shady character.
Shyster.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
He's learned from the best. Another masshole. All right, so
think of who you're referring to.
I don't know. I'm confused.
Revenant? No, he doesn't really spend that much time with Revenant.
Revenant, who dat? All right, let's get to a movie that we both caught this weekend. I saw it Friday. I think you saw it at the drive-in on Saturday, and this one's Beetlejuice Beetlejuice.
My mom grew up here, that old house on the hill.
Wait, the ghost house? Is your mom Lydia Dietz?
Unfortunately,
She's a legend.
The living, the dead. Can they coexist?
Now's my chance.
ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I need you to help me save my daughter.
But how do I know that you're going to keep your word?
I swear on my dead mother's soul. James. Bob, you and the boys stand guard. Nobody gets through. Let's go, honey.
Recognize this puss?
Never seen that chick before in my life. Or afterlife.
Are you doing this?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I'm needed upstairs. Bob, hold down the fort. Spill your guts. Who wants to go first? All right, I will. See, I'm willing to do the work.
Swear the afterlife is so random.
You're that thing from my dream. Really more nightmare material.
Confronting the unknown, conquering your fears. There's nothing harder.
What the f? Thank you all for coming to this special occasion, but right now with like a little privacy.
Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, directed by Tim Burton, written by Alfred Gough, Michael Millar, Seth Grahame-Smith, starring Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, and Jenna Ortega, right?
He's my favorite.
So, I know. So, you want to talk anymore? Or what do you want to do? So basically the plot, right? So it's set, current time. And basically the three generations of the Dietz family return home to Winter River. And Lydia's life is turned upside down again when her teenage daughter, Astrid, accidentally kind of opens the portal to the afterlife, right? So you've got all kinds of things going on. And, I don't know how much of the plot you want to get into. It's sort of, you've got all the characters come back, basically, sort of.
The bulk of them.
Yeah.
The big
or half of one.
the big players. Yeah, right.
The non-convicted ones.
Yeah. Michael Keaton was at his best. He was phenomenal. He like slipped right into Beetlejuice like he hadn't missed a beat since 1988. Catherine O'Hara was great. Ortega.
Oh my God, Catherine O'Hara was, as always. I mean, she's back to her SCTV days. I mean, she's hilarious. She just picked up this character just like you had said, it was just like it was yesterday. But just her reactions to people and just her snarkiness and sarcasm and just the pretentiousness of the character was so hilarious.
Yeah. Jenna Ortega, she was fine. Like her character was just that teen angsty type of character, which is kind of hard to get invested in. But
well, she's also channeling her inner mother from the first movie, right?
True.
I mean, she was a little more just sort of deadpan goth in the original movie. But I mean, she was a little, like you said, I would say she was a little snarkier than. That was in the first one. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was fun. I mean, we had a lot of fun. I laughed a lot. Obviously, people were like, well, it's not as good as the original. And it's like, well, what is? You know what I mean? Like, again, in a way, is this a cash grab, nostalgia kind of a thing? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. But was it fun? Did I have fun? Did I love seeing, like you had said, Michael Keaton and Catherine O'Hara and Winona Ryder all back up there and revisiting these characters and kind of seeing where they are now? Yeah, of course. I mean, it was a fun time. I'm not looking for, Oscar award winning, whatever. Again, it's Michael Keaton is, as always, rad. He came back as Batman last year in the Flash movie, which again was awesome to see him. It's great to see him again here. Was it Monica Bellucci playing? Was it the ex-wife monster kind of stitched together?
Yeah.
That was great. Now towards the end, I would say it kind of got jumbled. I think there were like too many stories going on at once.
Yes.
There was at one point, like, I don't want to get into like spoiler wise, but there's at one point in the story where all of a sudden there's like 17 storylines that colliding. And I was like, what? So there's a lot going on at one point, and I think that's probably because this has gone through literally 30 years of rewrites. And I think what they did was, because there's so many writers credited, I think they cobbled together a couple different storylines from a few different scripts. And I think it shows at one point in the film, because even though I liked the ex-wife, because again, it fits right into Burton's sensibilities of the black hair and the stitching and the costuming, she's just straight up Morticia, Vampira, it fits right into his goth horror kind of aesthetic. I think I might have eliminated that storyline and just kind of focused on the family and focused on Beetlejuice coming back. But
you're talking the Monica Bellucci's
role
as like the soul sucker.
Yeah.
It was, I wanted to find out I wanted more, and it just kind of petered out. It just felt like it went nowhere. Right. So you're right. It could have been eliminated completely, but I actually thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, she's kind of a badass character. I want to find, where is this going? And it kind of doesn't go anywhere.
But see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that was maybe the original, that's why I'm saying it almost seems like they kind of stitched together like Frankenstein's monster, a few little plots from maybe some different scripts. So, like, to your point, I don't think we got a fully realized version of the ex-wife Beetlejuice story, and I don't know that we necessarily got the full story of Winona Ryder and her daughter and that relationship kind of vibe. You know what I mean? So they kind of like mashed them together.
Yeah, and the William Dafoe character.
Oh my God,
that was great. Like, I love,
dude. That was actually my. Thank God you just brought that up. Dafoe is effing amazing. It's hilarious. Every time he's on screen, I laughed out loud. It was so funny, just because of, again, not to spoil it, but just the way that the character acts, the character is presented, and the makeup is awesome, and it's perfectly cartoony. And that was the other thing I wanted to mention. Again, it's a Tim Burton movie, so makeup, stylization, lighting, just the cinematography was just spot on. And then you've also got it set basically the day before Halloween and then Halloween night, right?
Yeah.
So it's right up our alley. It's right up Haunters' alleys. It's right up horror fans and monster fans' alleys. It was fun. Like I said, I loved looking at it. The makeup was awesome. Costuming was awesome. And like I said, it was a fun time. Is it a perfect movie? No. We just said, I think there's maybe too much going on. And it kind of ends abruptly. There's enough callback to the first film without necessarily just repeating the first film and calling it a sequel and just remaking the first one. But look, if you're of our age and you're a Beetlejuice fan, and my daughter, she's 16, she loves the first film. She had a great time. Like, she loved this one. So I thought it was great. And again, I think you put it in your rotation, you'll watch it, even if you just watch it around Halloween time. I dug it.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. It had all of the best of Tim Burton, like you say, the style, the sets, the aesthetic, the special effects were kick-ass. Most of them were practical. I think they used very minimal.
That was the other thing was nice.
Very minimal CGI, so it kind of felt like the original one as well, because it did have, like, I think it even had a little stop motion with like the snake thing, and it was. I was laughing out loud, man. That's all. Like my gut reaction after the movie was over. It's like, it was fun, man. I was laughing out loud through almost the entire thing, and I enjoyed it. Does it have issues? Sure, but
I said our theater was packed, and everybody was laughing and had a good time. And at the end, there's people like applauding, which I always think is bizarre because I'm I'm not sure who you're like. Little Tim Burton's not here. Like Michael Keaton's not making a surprise entrance. Like you don't have to clap. It's weird. That's one weird thing I'll never do.
Like those actors aren't behind the screen.
I know, right?
So they don't.
I stood up and clapped. I stood up and clapped my ass cheeks for everybody. But
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Were you showing off your pumpkins? Was that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it is Halloween time. I mean, I've been practicing my makeup.
If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna make them up, you gotta kind of let them, hang out, and show them off to the public.
Rock out with your pumpkins out.
Props out. Yeah.
Wait, is butt cheeks one word or should I spread it apart? Oh. All right, well, it's good chatting with you. And I dig all. I was gonna say I dig all the all your new stuff at the Meijer. It looks awesome. You're gonna have a great season, and I can't wait to see the final product.
Yeah, a lot. I was very motivated. Been busy the last 5 months. Got 4 major creatures ready to go. And
what were they all? They're you did your Cthulhu, which is rad. That guy's awesome.
Finally got Cthulhu done, which I've had in my head for like 3 years. The tremendous
trying
creature.
to think and nothing happens.
The tremendous creature, the fish man, and the. I
love that pause. I love the pregnant pause. Fish man.
and the corn stalker.
Yeah, your yard looks great, and it's going to be fun.
And you're going to be back. Bubba's back in the queue line at the Bates Hotel and Haunted Hayride.
Yeah, we have our organizational meetings coming up this week, and our opening weekend is coming up, and I'll keep you posted. Look online, and I was going to say, I'll post pictures when I can, keep everybody updated, and join us on Facebook. We have a group. I think it's the Hauntcast group on Facebook. Come in, join up, post your yard, post your haunts. Your home hunt stuff, your props, costuming. We also post horror, Halloween, recipes, food, comic books, all kinds of stuff. So come join us. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thank you for listening as always. And I appreciate it. If I don't talk to you before Halloween, have a good one. And as always, thank you for listening. This is Johnny Thunder saying, stay scary.
Please follow the podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Stalk us on social media. Links in the description. And visit our blog page for more show info at huntcastpodcast.net/blog. Until next time, stay scary.
It's still running. Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to... Please, stop it. Stop it now. Turn it off. Turn it off. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.